Ladies and gentlemen, this is the state of the scene.
Welcome one and all to the 2022 SOTS Awards. I'm your host, Sam, here with Marcos.
How's everybody doing? Welcome to the most prestigious event in all of music.
Tonight we have an assortment of categories, including Music Video of the Year, Song of the Year, Voice of the Year, Tour of the Year, Most Disgusting Song of the Year, and more.
A lot of categories. And we'll have a lot of winners, Sam.
That's correct. Those lucky artists will be taking home a Golden Scene Man, the most prestigious of all SOTS Awards.
Truly. I'm excited for tonight. It's going to be a big show. We've got a great show lined up for everybody.
Yeah, that's right. As always, you can follow us at SOTS Podcast on all social media. But before we get going, we'd like to apologize up top here for canceling our scheduled red carpet performance due to weather. There were gusts of wind upwards of 6 miles an hour, and we were afraid they'd reveal the true hairline of every mid-2000s emo band.
And from the bottom of our hearts, we'd also like to apologize to everyone seated near Gerard Way tonight. We did not anticipate him cosplaying as the Grinch and fully committing to the truly foul bit.
We'd like to further apologize to anyone who was in the front row for Bad Omen's opening performance. We did not anticipate that sword was long enough to reach the crowd, but we will be covering all medical expenses by auctioning off the glove that Noah Sebastian left in Kochak.
And before moving on, I know Sam and I promised that we'd be wearing the first pair of Shibori thread tuxedos tonight. As you can see, that did not end up being true, and for that, we'd like to apologize to you all once more. We had made that promise prior to learning that every scene band that exists had already commissioned the brand through this year, next year, 2024, 2025, 2026, 2027, and Q1 of 2028. But we got it for Q2.
That's a long time. That's a very long time. Ice Nine Kills, Black Veil Brides, and Motionless in White, a.k.a. the Trinity of Terror, send their sincerest apologies for missing tonight's show, as they were scheduled to play the House of Blues in Orlando, Florida for the third time this year.
Not gonna lie, Sam, it feels better to apologize on someone else's behalf than our own.
Agreed.
Lorna Shore declined to come and perform tonight. They wrote, and I quote, "If we wanted to play deathcore for a small, disinterested crowd, we'd simply book another slot at Lollapalooza."
Understandable.
Understandable.
That checks out. Just so everyone's aware, Matt Skiba is here tonight. Please make sure to leave him a generous tip when you close your tab.
Everyone give it up for Matt Skiba. Since many of you have been asking, we asked Palais Royale who they were wearing tonight, and what did they respond with? Yes.
Does that answer? That answers the question. That actually does answer the question. Yeah, that answers the question. We also asked Electric Callboy why the members were all wearing conductor hats tonight, to which the full band started chanting "Choo Choo Choo." We assume that's German for "We're big fans of the podcast."
Love those boys in Electric Callboy. And really excited, Sam. We're happy to premiere Ed Sheeran's newest reimagining of Two Step tonight.
This is big.
Two Step Too Furious, featuring Kyle Anderson from Brand of Sacrifice. Keep listening after the show tonight for that.
What can't he do, Ed Sheeran? What can't he
Beats
do?
me.
We'd also like to take a moment to congratulate Dayseeker Architects and Thornhill for their success they've had in the program thus far, and wish them the best moving forward in their metalcore-free lifestyle.
The Breakdown.
Let's get started with our first category of the night, the animated video / visualizer of 2022. Your nominees: A New Moral Low Ground by Architects, The Void Approacheth featuring Summer Hoop by Bill Murray, Fingernails by Don Broco, Overwhelmed by Heart to Gold, Take Your Pick by Ice Nine Kills featuring Corpse Grinder, Ronin by The Gloom in the Corner featuring Ryo Kinoshita, and The Reckoning by Bone Carver. Marcos, please read the runner-up and winner of our first category.
Got that right here in my hand. Opening this envelope up right now. I've got the ASMR going for our
Struggling a little bit, I say.
listeners at home. And our runner-up for the best animated video / visualizer of 2022 is A New Moral Low Ground by Architects. And our winner, Take Your Pick by Ice Nine Kills featuring Corpse Grinder.
Round of applause for an absolutely fantastic animated video. Very colorful, very violent.
Extremely violent.
I would expect nothing less from Ice Nine Kills. Absolute shame they could not be here tonight. Moving on to our next category, we have the best album artwork of 2022. Your nominees: Celebrity Therapist by the Callous Dowboys, The Hell We Create by Fit for a King, The Hum Goes On Forever by The Wonder Years, This Bright and Beautiful World by Greyhaven, To Only a Few at First by Royal Coda, Ultra by Vatican, and Yonder by Valiant Hearts. Marcos, our runner-up and winner, please.
Got the envelope right here. And I'm excited to see who won this award. Runner-up goes to The Hum Goes On Forever by The Wonder Years. And our winner of the best album artwork of 2022 goes to none other than Fit for a King with The Hell We Create. Round of applause.
Absolutely phenomenal win for the Christian metalcore scene tonight. Marcos did not expect them to show up this strongly, this early on.
Who could have guessed?
Not me, that's for sure, but for what it's worth, it is very beautiful artwork, so I shouldn't be that surprised.
True.
Moving on to our next category, the best aesthetic of 2022. Your nominees: Future Palace, Ithaca, Motionless in White, Nova Twins, Palo Royale, Static Dress, and Void of Vision. Marcos, our runner-up and winner, please.
Possibly my favorite list of nominees tonight.
Incredibly strong contenders. Hard for me to get a feel for who can take this award.
We've got a runner-up, Palais Royale. And our winner of the best aesthetic of 2022 goes to...
That's a bit of a surprise. Just to stop you, just from a Palo Royale runner-up for best aesthetic,
runner-up.
Slightly surprising.
Only one band could beat Palais Royale, and that was Motionless in White, MIW. Big congrats.
No chance against the Jackets. Absolutely no chance against the Jackets. There's never been a jacket redder.
Or more scarlet.
Or glossier. The biggest comeback of 2022. Your nominees: Blink-182, Destroy, Rebuild Until God Shows, My Chemical Romance, Ocean's 8 Alaska, Paramore, Pierce the Veil, and Scary Kids Scaring Kids. Marcos with the runner-up and winner. Now, there are some quote-unquote big names here in this category. I feel as if it's easy to take a glance and think to yourself that there may be two runaway contestants here, just by sheer volume of popularity.
Some massive nominees, some of the biggest that this scene has ever had, popularity-wise.
Will an underdog break through in this category?
We have our runner-up. And it goes to Pierce the Veil.
Oh, wow. I don't know whether to be surprised by that or...
I think for the first time tonight, I am truly shocked.
Okay. All right. I can tell by the look on your face.
We have a winner, however.
We always do.
The biggest comeback of 2022 goes to My Chemical Romance.
And that is no surprise whatsoever. My Chemical Romance, coming back since 2020. Every year they've come back.
The longest comeback.
And I hope they continue to come back and never leave again. My scene heart can't handle it. The biggest hook of 2022. They say you know it when you hear it.
In your heart.
Yeah, exactly. Precisely. Yes. In your heart. In your heart. Not your ears, but
Your heart does
Yeah.
have ears.
It doesn't.
Ask your local biologist.
It doesn't. But did you say biologist?
Yeah.
Your nominees: Country Girl by Belmont, Dirty White Vans by Kenny Hoopla, Don't Sleep, Repeat by 44 Phantom featuring Machine Gun Kelly, Fallback by Nightlife, Just Us 2 by Scotty Sire, Mark Hoppus by 408 featuring Kellen Quinn and Magnolia Park, and finally, Riptide by Beartooth.
This one is a juggernaut of a category.
All these songs could just as easily get stuck in your head. But which one will get stuck the longest? It's really massacring that envelope.
We have a runner-up.
Yup.
Mark Hoppus by 408 featuring Kellen Quinn and Magnolia Park.
Phenomenal showing. Phenomenal showing.
And the biggest hook of 2022 goes to our winner, Beartooth, and their song Riptide.
Absolutely phenomenal. Metalcore with the biggest hook of the year. Who saw it coming?
Not me. I certainly didn't.
Breakdown? That'd be a given. Snarl of the year? That also a given. Metalcore,
Best
right?
Bandana?
Bandana of the year, which was obviously given off air to Caleb Shomo in between the last couple of awards. But Hook, this is another surprise showing from Christian Metalcore here tonight.
Truly is.
Moving on to the collab of 2022. Dark Blue Reimagined by We Came as Romans featuring Brand of Sacrifice. Death by Bury Tomorrow featuring Modern Error. Do Your Worst by Outline in Color featuring Loveless. Holding Absence and Alpha Wolf's collaboration on 60 Centimeters of Steel. Knock It All Down by Scary Kids Scaring Kids featuring Lil Lotus. Loved You a Little by The Main featuring Taking Back Sunday and Charlotte Sands. And finally, Slaughterhouse by Motionless in White featuring Brian Garris of Knocked Loose.
I'm not sure where this one's about to go, Sam. I really can't guess.
If we were just talking most feature, now obviously The Main is running away with this category.
But this isn't that.
No.
This is Best Collab of 2022.
That's correct.
And our runner-up is... Drum roll, please.
Have you ever opened an envelope before?
There is nothing wrong with the way that I open envelopes.
Of course not. No. It's just curious.
They hired the right person for the job, and I'm crushing it.
And our runner-up.
Dark Bloom by We Came as Romans and Brand of Sacrifice. Our winner.
The heaviest reimagining of all time, but only a runner-up.
Truly, that should have been another category for that.
Mm-hmm.
The best collab of 2022 goes to Slaughterhouse by Motionless in White featuring Brian Garris of Knocked Loose.
The actual heaviest I forgot that
there
the
too.
other heavy, right, there's a secondary heaviest collab of the year.
Equally heavy.
And also important and a strong message. Marcus, we have two more categories before we take a short break and come back. The EP of 2022, your nominees: And Dying Forever by Left to Suffer, Chronicles 2 Heaven by Void of Vision, Fallback by Nightlife, Is This What I Look Like by yours truly, Heart Eater by Magnolia Park, Save Yourself by The Via, and finally, The Lost and the Longing by Alpha Wolf and Holding Absence. Mark, is an incredibly strong year for EPs, if I do say so myself.
Truly, stronger than last year, stronger than the year before. And I don't know, maybe stronger.
I have some personal favorites in this category, truthfully, but
no bias.
I'd be happy to see anyone win.
Is fan voted. My bias, I'd like to see all of them win.
How generous of you.
That's why I walk away from every category disappointed, truly, at the bottom of my heart. I feel like I should have been given an envelope opener for tonight. Our runner-up, Heart Eater by Magnolia Park.
Fantastic choice.
Round of applause.
Fantastic choice.
And we have one winner.
Our winner.
Do you want to know who won?
No, let's save it for later. Moving on to the next category.
No, I'll stop you there.
Of course, I'm kidding. And our EP of the year is
The Lost and the Longing by Holding Absence and Alpha Wolf.
No surprises. No surprises there. That's a tough team up to overcome.
That is a goated team up, cemented by winning the best EP of 2022, taking home a Scene Man.
A golden scene man.
A golden Scene Man.
Thank you. And our final award before we take a short break, the free agent signing of 2022. Your nominees: August Burns Red to Sharptone Records, Outline and Color to Thriller Records, Paris to Hopeless Records, The Gloom in the Corner to Sharptone Records, The Word Alive to Thriller Records, Thousand Below to Pale Chord Music, and finally, Waterparks to Fueled by Ramen.
Now, I've always said there's nothing more sacred and beautiful than the marriage between a label and an artist.
Of course, nothing brings joy and excitement to my life like contractual obligations.
Our runner-up, Sharptone signs August Burns Red. And our winner, the free agent signing of 2022, goes to Fueled by Ramen, who have signed Waterparks.
That was unarguably the biggest signing of the year. No questions asked. Fueled by Ramen coming in and swooping up one of the hottest free agents in the scene.
You know what they call that in the industry?
I don't.
A no-brainer.
Now, we're going to take a short break and we'll return with a piano rendition of Emo Girl by Machine Gun Kelly featuring Willow. Stay tuned. Feeling like a splayed out skeleton in the cracks in the pavement? Like you can't get the dust out of your eyes? Well, light up your life with a delicious cup of Roastoscope coffee. Because the end is imminent, but feeling tired doesn't have to be. Now in 3 delicious blends, including Sign of the Grinds, Brew Me Up, and Violent Blend. Roastoscope is an unofficial sponsor of today's episode.
The Breakdown.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2022 Scene Awards. As always, you can follow us at SOTS Podcast on all social media. And we'd like to thank our friends at Scene Daddy, scenedaddy.com, for sponsoring the show. Now, we gave away a few awards in the interim while we were in commercial break. Marcos, we'll rally those off quickly and get back to our main awards and see who else is taking home the prestigious Golden Scene Man.
Starting with, while we were away on commercial break, music video where actually the vocalist was dead the whole time. Our winner was Disintegrate by Mood Ring.
Well earned. Best Most Fire in a Music Video of 2022 goes to Burnout by Unity, Texas.
Well earned.
There was a lot of fire, and it all looked very warm.
Best Siri voice as featured in a metalcore song of the year.
Lots of contenders. An inimaginable amount of contenders this year.
And of course, only one winner. Robot voice from Whatever by Avoid.
Goated feature. Best Panic at the Disco song of the year. Nirvana song of the year, which was a tie, our first ever between Pierce the Veil's Past the Nirvana and Nirvana's Something in the Way from the Batman original motion picture soundtrack.
Taylor Swift song of the year as determined by Sam's girlfriend. Would've, could've, should've from the album Midnight's 3 a.m. edition.
Not what I would have gone with, but it's her choice.
Not your personal favorite?
Taco Bell commercial song of the year. Holiday by Turnstile.
And who could forget? Brendan Murphy tweet of the year.
Vocalist of Counterparts.
This one was a personal favorite as well. I have Twitter circles, but I'll never use it. Anything I can say to my friends, I can say to you losers. Like, for example, I have a praise kink. Next question.
Phenomenal tweet. Best Gerard Way outfit of 2022. And this was a close one. But narrowly beating out the other contenders was Cheerleader Chic.
Well, it's been your phone background and mine since that photo came out.
That's
so
correct. Yeah.
it's a fair win.
No surprise.
TikTok band of the year. A lot of contenders, of course, for this one.
So many, a lot of young up and coming bands on TikTok.
Possibly the youngest won it. Metallica.
I hadn't heard of them
I still don't really
prior
listen to them.
I did like the song.
It's a good song. I wonder if they have any songs that are better than that.
From
I don't know.
the TV show. I can't remember. And finally, congratulations to Polyphia, who for the 7th year in a row have brought home a Golden Scene Man for Best Instrumental Act. Marcos, let's get back to our regularly scheduled
Programming.
Primetime Awards.
Yes.
The lyric of 2022, your nominees. It's hard to breathe without you sleeping on my chest. From Whispers of Your Death by Counterparts. I know the feeling when the light begins to fade and the dishes in the sink look like a mountain range. From Cardinals 2 by The Wonder Years. If I had a death note, I would write my name on every page. From Loser by Swaco. Show me your scars, I want to be your Stitch. I want to see you Friday for fish and chips. I want to be your boyfriend. Want to be your bitch. From DNA by Seagirls. I said that you can call me, beat me if you want my skin. She rolled her eyes and then she said, I know your dying wish is to be baptized in my spit. And then I walked away. I didn't get her name. From Funeral Grey by Waterparks. Boarded up the windows of your house and steadied the shotgun in your mouth. From 12 Omaha, Solemn Certainty by Gatherers. And finally, if you are the catch I have to throw back, Sharks in the Water will thank me at last. From The Color of Growth by Donovan Malero. Marcos, our runner-up and winner of the lyric of 2022.
A lot of contrast in that category. Curious where this one goes. Our runner-up.
Brutalizing that envelope.
Brutalizing it. I hate envelopes, Sam.
Mm.
Get this out of my hand.
After what that envelope did to your...
I do like Post-it notes, however. And on this Post-it note, I have learned that our runner-up... I said that you can call me, beat me if you want my skin. She rolled her eyes and then she said, I know your dying wish is to be baptized in my spit. What a line. And then I walked away and I didn't get her name. Funeral Grey by Waterparks.
Beautiful delivery.
And of course, the winner is It's Hard to Breathe Without You on My Chest from Counterparts.
The absolute range between this and the last category that Brendan Murphy won. The most disgusting song of 2022. Your nominees: Cardinal Red by Monuments featuring Mick Gordon, Doom Switch by Make Them Suffer, Into the Earth by Lorna Shore, Nail to the Tooth by Paleface, Origin of Sin by Chelsea Grin, Reaper by Fit for a King, and finally, Vengeance by Angel Maker. Marcos, our runner-up and winner, please.
Our runner-up, Doom Switch by Make Them Suffer.
Ooh, a bit of a surprise there. I thought Doom Switch might have the runaway in this category. Clearly not. Our winner actually is
Into the Earth by Lorna Shore. The most disgusting song of 2022, and that tracks.
To be fair, though,
tracks.
the most disgusting band of ever, honestly. Just all time. The most emotional song of 2022. Your nominees: Coffin by Holding Absence, He Wasn't There by Hot Mulligan, In a Breath by Pink Shift, Lost by Secrets, Object Permanence by Arm's Length, Promise You by We Came as Romans, and Sabotage by Thousand Below. Marcos, the runner-up and winner of the most emotional song of 2022.
Coffin by Holding Absence. Another surprise.
A runner-up. That's our runner-up, correct?
That is our runner-up.
Okay, just
That's
checking.
our runner-up. And the most emotional song of 2022 is, should come as no surprise, Promise You by We Came as Romans.
I said that I never had a prouder moment than when you made that promise, than when you promised me.
Kyle forever. The music video of 2022.
A huge category.
It's a biggie.
It's a massive category. It's my favorite category.
Your nominees: Fever Dream by Palo Royale, Huracan by Electric Callboy, Last Cigarette by Mothiga, Split Salt by My Kid Brother, That's Physics, Baby by Pool Kids, Tidal Wave by Savior, and Werewolf by Motionless in White.
Our runner-up for the music video of 2022 is Huracan by Electric Callboy. And our winner for the music video of
First one for Germany tonight.
2022 stays here in the US. It goes to Werewolf by Motionless in White.
I could be up all night, but I'm paralyzed when the creature comes alive. Don't wanna feel. I could be honest, I could be human, I could become the silver bullet in your head.
Once again, the Jackets doing all the heavy lifting.
An American Werewolf in Scranton, Pennsylvania.
If I saw a werewolf, me and my friends would beat it to death with a hammer.
I've done that.
The Rising Star of 2022. Your nominees: Avoid, Bad Omens, Charlotte Sands, Loveless, Magnolia Park, Paleface, and Static Dress. Marcos, a runner-up.
Is, of course, Loveless. And our winner for the Rising Star of 2022 does go to Bad Omens.
I know the pain that you hide behind the smile on your face, and not a day goes by where I don't think I feel the same. So will you weigh me out
two absolutely future current stars of this scene.
Hall of Fame worthy.
Marcus, we're left with just 3 categories here.
Only 3 golden scene mans left to give this year.
And this might be my favorite. The song of 2022. As voted by listeners and viewers of the State of the Scene.
Of course.
Country Girl by Belmont. Lace by Indighost. Doom Switch by Make Them Suffer. ABC by Polyphia, featuring Sophia Black. Riptide by Beartooth. The Longest Road by Destroy, Rebuild Until God Shows. And Salt by The Devil Wears Prada.
Can I get a drum roll, possibly?
In post.
In post. How bad do you want to know?
Yeah, but Marcos, the song of 2022, our runner-up is...
It's what everyone came here for. Riptide by Beartooth.
Phenomenal showing by Beartooth this year, who, of course, won the biggest hook of 2022.
All categories that they were nominated in. And our winner for the song of 2022 goes to Salt by The Devil Wears Prada.
If everything I said was true, then why am I paralyzed?
The Devil Wears Prada having an absolutely phenomenal year. Color Decay, of course, arguably one of the best albums released in 2022. Marcus, we have just 2 awards left.
We do. The Tour of 2022 and the Voice of 2022.
Your nominees for Tour of 2022 are My Chemical Romance and Friends, Concrete Jungle with Bad Omens and support from Dayseeker, Make Them Suffer, and 1,000 Below. Pain Remains with Lorna Shore and support from Aborted, Ingested, Angel Maker, and of Sulfur. True Power with I Prevail and support from Pierce the Veil, Fit for a King, Yours Truly, and Stand Atlantic. Nothing Matters with Black Bear and support from Water Parks, State Champs, Mod Sun, Heart Attack Man, and Hot Milk. Trinity of Terror with Ice Nine Kills, Motionless in White, and Black Veil Brides. And finally, The Voyeurist Tour with Under Oath and support from Spirit Box, Bad Omens, and Stray from the Path.
Your runner-up for the Tour of the Year goes to Trinity of Terror.
Wow.
With Ice Nine Kills, Motionless in White, and Black Veil Brides.
That's slightly surprising to me. I thought they might have had this one in the bag.
I was under the impression they might run away with it.
Mm-hmm.
But our winner for the Tour of
Run away
2022 goes to, it's a sold-out one, Concrete Jungle.
Singular, yes.
Bad Omens, Dayseeker, Make Them Suffer, 1,000 Below, a truly spectacular bill and one that has certainly earned the Tour of 2022.
Captured the nation's attention, arguably.
Yes, sir.
And our final category for tonight is the Voice of 2022. Your nominees: Anthony Green of LS Dunes and Circa Survive, Brian Burkheiser of I Prevail, Dave Stevens of We Came as Romans, Jacob Charlton of Thornhill, Noah Sebastian of Bad Omens, Rory Rodriguez of Dayseeker, and Bonnie Fraser of Stand Atlantic.
Now I've got the runner-up and the winner in my hands here. The final award of the 2022 SOTS Awards goes to, not this next band, they're the runner-up, of course, for the Voice of 2022.
Right. So for those of you who are suddenly confused, we are first going to read the runner-up for Voice of 2022. Marcos?
Rory Rodriguez of Dayseeker.
Yeah.
And our winner.
Saw that
The
coming.
Voice of 2022 goes to
My gut tells me I know who has this one.
Noah Sebastian of Bad Omens.
There's not another way to let me go. Don't dig another grave today. I'll make the same mistakes. I'll never know who I was before I faded away.
Back-to-back awards for Bad Omens. Congratulations to all of our winners tonight who will be receiving a Golden Scene Man. Now, I know a lot of you are wondering, but what about the most important category of all? The album of 2022. Well, you'll have to join us for our top 20 albums of 2022 episode, which will be out shortly after this, and we will announce the fan-voted album of 22 alongside our top 20 albums of the year. You can subscribe here at our YouTube channel or on any streaming service. And if you want to support the show, you can go to patreon.com/SOTS podcast. And as always, we'd like to thank our Shoutout Club patrons, Eric Hawksley, Jordan Marcus, Michael Hart, David Adams at David Adams CA, Christian Nino at Astronomer_Anonymous, Amber Nolan at Baseline_Demons, Luke Flanagan at LukeOT92, Ryan Wolf, Matt Morris at MattOTF220, Ashley Lemon at GenderPunkXD, Maddie Gallows at Maddie Gallows, but the A's are V's, at Caliber TV, Shayna Struble, Donovan Johnson at DonovanJ22, Luke Burns at Luke Burnsy_, Alex Fish, Zach Harmon at HarmAlarm29, Justin Munoz, Ashley at Serpent Soul, Jonah Kloster, Daryl M, Brian Cowger, Aaron Adams at A_Ramen Nudes, and finally Doc Strangeblaze at Doc Strangeblaze. Thank you to all of our patrons for making this possible. Once again, if you want to support us, patreon.com/SOTS podcast, and any other link you would need, such as our playlist, merch, and socials, is in the description of this episode. Stay tuned soon for our top 20 albums of the year, which will be a 2-part episode. Thank you, everyone.
Good boy. She rolled her eyes, and then she said, "Beat me if you..."
Why don't you go ahead and take that from the top, Margos?
I said that you could call me.
Why don't you take another second, and then go ahead and take that from the top? Why don't you take a good 30 seconds to collect yourself, and then once you're ready, let us know. And/or I could read the lyric for everyone.
I said that you can call me, beat me if you want my skin. She rolled her eyes, and then she said, "I know your dying wish is to be baptized in my spit." And then I walked away, and and she walked away. I said that you can... I need to do this from the top.